want to share today how to change a solenoid valve on the valve and for your sprinklers. First thing you have to do is turn off. If you notice your sprinklers are, the two reasons you would need to change it are it's staying on all the time or it is not going on at all. Let it focus for a minute. Look how dead my front yard is. See how green the backyard is? Dead front yard, green backyard. Only two of the 5 valves were actually turning on. And I didn't notice it because I've been busy. So what you do is you purchase a solenoid replacement, and these are about $9.50 to $12.50. I have several different brands on mine. You can see there's an octagonal one, there's a round one, and then there's the Orbit, the newer Orbits. And there's a green one back there. I don't know. It's older, but it seems to be working better. These Orbits have not lasted very long. I haven't been real impressed with them. But anyway, you turn your water off. So you get it down, turn it off. It'll make a hissing noise. And let me think, which one started? The yellow one started, the black didn't. So this one's the one that needs to come off. So you need to pay attention on your which sections are not turning on so that you can replace the right solenoid. So the black one on mine is not working. So you would remove the little lug covers, the little electrical covers, and release the wires from each other. And you would take the new solenoid out of the box. I wanted to share with you while I'm doing this that this other these valves, at the end of the season, sometimes they'll have a clearance sale on the valves themselves, bulk. So you can buy the whole valve with the solenoid on it, so it would, come with this on it, for like $5. And so these will go out eventually on any sprinkling system. So what I do is I purchase, I've got a whole bunch of different valves in there, but I just buy the valves at the end of the season and hold on to them in case I need them. But they don't go out as often as the solenoids do. Okay, this will squirt when I release it, because I didn't take any pressure off of the, hopefully you can see it. I didn't take the pressure off in it, but it drained for a second. So if I didn't wait very long, it would have squirted more. But because I waited a while, it's not squirting as much. Sometimes all you have to do is remove that and let it just squirt for a little while, and if they're stuck on, that will be the problem, is that maybe sometimes that gets clogged. So you just need to turn the water off and then release it a little bit, and it will start squirting, and sometimes that will get the contaminant out of the line, and that's all you need to do to fix it. And that usually is the problem if it's stuck on. For example, you get your sprinklers on and then they won't turn off. Okay, so I'm removing this one. This is the main power one, and the colored ones are to each system. So those ones all go together with the white one, and the other ones don't. Okay, so you get your new solenoid. Make sure there's 2 things. Some of them have this little O-ring thing on them, and you don't want to lose those if you need that. And I just set it down inside. And it doesn't matter if it's still squirting. It usually will sit down in there okay. So it's down in there. And then you hold this thingy in while you're attaching it, because it will fall out, as you saw with that one. It fell out onto the grass. So if it has a washer, be careful. Or if it has a, the little peg pin, it will fall out, and you don't want to have to dig through that muddy murk to get to it. So, and I am not left-handed, as you can tell. I'm having a hard time screwing in it. So you screw the solenoid in hand tight. It doesn't have to be, I just make it hand tight. Okay, and then you take the little caps off of so you can see the wire, and then one of the wires attaches to the color, and this one we need to go on is black. So you would just wrap it around the black, and then the other one goes with so that one would go with that. And then this one, sorry, I can't do it one-handed. And then this one goes with all of the power. And the blue one's sticking up because I only have 5, and this is a 6 powered, 6 valve timer, but I only have 5 valves that I actually use. So the blue one is just an extra wire that I don't use, timer wire. So anyway, so these 2 will be covered with a nut, and these 6 wires would be covered with a nut, the 5 power wires. So in the end, your solenoid screwed on hand tight, and then one of the wires goes to, so we'll use this white one as an example. So this one goes with that. So one of them goes to the power, and then one of them goes to the timer color. And that's how it is. And so many people have to hire a plumber and wait for days, and their lawn's dying. And basically, it's just a pretty easy fix. Just turn off the water at the source, and then put it back in. And once that one's screwed in, you can turn the water back on, and it shouldn't leak. It should be fine. And then to test it, you would just, I'm just cranking that open, and you can see the sprinkler over there's come on. And so you know the solenoid's open, but you also need to test it with the timer, because these ones were working just at the here at the box, but they were not working with the timers, and only part of the timers would go on. So I had, like I said, at first I had 2 going on, and then I just unclogged a few, and I got all of them working except 2, and I replaced, this one was actually replacing this one. It's a newer looking one, and then that one I was replacing, also a newer looking one, but I had this old one that I had taken off and saved just for this purpose, and I used that one, saved myself $11 until it breaks down and we need another one. But that's it. Hope you learned something.